Hey brothers, what's up? This is the Reluctant Nabi back again. And some of y'all saw this on Facebook, but yeah, I just want y'all to pay attention to a little something something here. A conversation I was having with the brothers while I was getting my hair braided. And it was kind of an interactive experience. Because I was, talking back and forth with her and the brothers and stuff like that. So y'all might find a lot of this interesting. So if you do, leave a comment in the comment box. Don't forget to look in the description box for a lot of data that I keep up in there. And my PayPal and Cash App is also in there if you would like to help with this, with what this channel is actually doing. Alright, so basically, let me greet everybody real quick. Verwoorden hadu hudab ola oitebe vasas los bonjour mes amis kedabawani konnichiwa nihani ama sani bonani jambo habaragani assalamu alaikum and shalom. Alright, and let me just let you know, this is a beautiful woman, and this picture right here don't even do it justice. It's just that it is one of the drawbacks for the 1 Mark, hold it, 5 Mark for the Sony Xperia 5 Mark II or whatever, and that's his front-facing camera. But anyway, so with that said, let's roll on with this.
Hey, what's up everybody? This is Reluctant Nabi, and if you see this fine sister back here, here in Brazil, let me get a bit right. These sisters take care of a brother here in Brazil. Alright. And they don't put a brother through a whole lot of garbage either. And when I come here, and this is like the Afro ladies in Palenque. All right, and as you can see, she fine as all get out. She don't know what fine means. So anyway, this she lives in the main community that most of the children that come to the NGO come from. As you can see, she comes here into the NGO to do this. Now the thing is, I can go to where she's at, but some of the times, it just be one of them kind of things. Look. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So when I say the life is different, and I told you my choices and why, right? When it comes down to finding a female, and we've had this discussion, she and I, about how temporary the relationships are here in Brazil, especially between the Afro man and between the Afro man and the Afro Brazilian woman here, right? And so we had this discussion, right? But nevertheless, if I was in the United States, say in a big city like Houston, right, to find somebody to braid my hair would be a struggle. I mean, it's a struggle right now. because not too many people there know how to do a damn thing to take care of a child and a man. Everything has become so natural where women slap weave on the head. All right, they'll go and they slap weave on the child's head, and they'll slap. I mean everything. I mean think about it. Olha, você tem problema com leite para bebê? Leite e não leite aqui, but leite para loja. Tem problema? No. Okay, so they have no problem with formula, right? I keep telling you the only people that have problems with formula is the United States, right? When we talk about relationships here a lot, and the relationships between a decent Afro man, because it isn't like thug culture like it is in the United States. All right, and this is something that I had pointed out. In this country, all right, hold on for a second. Let me see who I can let in. Okay, in this country, here in Brazil, right? The gangsters, and we call them gangsters because they operate more like gangsters than thugs. All right, so and what I mean by that is they actually protect and not shoot up the community that they're in. When there's battles, that's because people from the outside came in, and you got the feminine nature, kinda, but it isn't. The femininity here is not as toxic, and in the United States, it's never been masculinity that was toxic, and so. One of the things I want y'all to understand that when you train something, I want y'all to understand this, that whatever they say the problem is going to be opposite. So when these women say it's toxic masculinity, that's not what's toxic. What's toxic is the femininity. All right, and the feminist mindset, it's not femininity that's toxic. Because if there was femininity, if femininity existed in the United States on a mass level, then the issues that we've come to know in the United States wouldn't really exist. So I want y'all to let that sink in for a minute, right? This is femininity right here, right? This is femininity where it's a female that knows how to do stuff that, know how to take care of children, know how to take care of a man whenever they get one. All right. So this is what I'm talking about. What we have become accustomed to believing is toxic masculinity isn't really toxic. And the very people they get to support that mess is weak-minded dudes that try to tell the strong dudes that really knows what's going on, all right, a bunch of mess. But they full of BS. All right. And right. And so ele na sua IG, ele vira você nosso IG.
Me
Aham.
não entendi ainda.
Ele, meus amigos, você tem IG? Instagram. Instagram. Ok, problem. Ok. Desculpa. Com licença. All right. Okay, that's the problem. So I told her that Texas Marine sees her on IG, but they don't use IG here. Okay, they say the whole word Instagram, and that's the other problem. We shorten things so much that we don't understand things anymore. All right, so he sees her, yeah, Instagram, just cool, and so what we have here is, I'm telling you, there is a difference. All right, now y'all know that I openly discuss the problems here in Brazil. All right, when I go sit in the community with the drug dealers and stuff, and the gangsters, because I don't know who's doing what. I'm assuming the dudes that I sit around and go around that have the guns are going to be the whatever, right? I don't ask any questions. You know what I mean? I ain't be like, oh, so what do you do, right? So I ain't asking those kind of questions. But in these communities, right, they actually protect the communities. And one of the things we noticed, Selmina, and well, basically Selmina, she was pointing this out, that a lot of the people that's been here for a minute, when this place first started off, in the middle of the violence, right, in a house, we and y'all, some of y'all that's been with me in a while remember the house, right? When this NGO first started off, we were in the middle. I mean, dab smack in the middle of all the haymaking. Okay, and so basically, all right, she still lives in it. All the people that lived in there was a little measure. It could be violent at times, but there was the measure of security that nobody's stealing from you. All right, and y'all know I've been back and forth. People know I got stuff in my backpack when I go through there and stuff like that, and so when I go through there, I've never been wrong. As a matter of fact, people have actually watched my back. All right, when they know I'm here and I'm coming through, usually I have the number of one person. I'll call them, hey, I'm coming to Brazil and I'm gonna spend my time in Vila Aliança, all right, in the favela, and I'm gonna just spend my time there, right? And so what happens is that if it's going to be too dangerous, they will tell me to stay out. Because really, when stuff goes down, I don't have a dog in the fight, so to speak. Okay, I don't have a dog in this fight, and a lot of things, right, is not translatable if we don't speak correctly too. Like just now, y'all just seen a case of it. When I was trying to tell her that Texas Marine sees her on Instagram, right? She's like, Instagram? All right. No, IG. I said IG. And she says IG. She didn't comprehend IG, because here they say the whole word. They don't use a lot of abbreviations. And you will find that this language here is not suited to a lot of acronyms and abbreviations. They call it the whole word of what it is. All right. And so And even tonight, I'm invited to a party in another part of the town. So, onde fica Copa Grande? E norte aqui, norte aqui, sul de aqui,
É na oeste.
oeste. Okay, oeste. Okay, so basically, let's see. So basically, the place that I'm going to that I was invited to is to the west of here. Okay, and so I will head there from a lady that I met in a hotel. Okay, and so I mean, and so when in these places like this, when you show yourself to be friendly, they'll take that and run with it. Understand this, right? And so when I say everything is better, when we talk about the nature of women, everything is better outside of the United States. All right, and I'm just being for real. This is the things that I notice here in Brazil. When I go to Colombia, just everything is better when you're dealing with. Now, there are some women inside the United States, yeah, that I'll cut for. All right, I'll look out for that are salt of the earth women, right? But for the most part, before you get to them, you're liable to run through a whole bunch of oh, I can't see this comment. Ele mesmo, ele adora mulheres brasileiras. But anyway, but hold on. But this is the thing, right? This is the thing. They have a femininity to them. All right. And a lot of what's wrong here is because the BAW came down here and pushed that feminist agenda here, and it's really backfired on these females here, right? But not in a way that they haven't gone way down deep in the well of no return like the BAWs did in the United States. All right, because here at night, with all the violence and stuff like that, now they realize how really dangerous things are when you don't have the presence of the man. When you go and look, and I walk around the community, you'll see men building stuff, mixing concrete and building stuff, shoring things up. All right, in the communities and stuff like that, building out more spaces, building out houses. All right, and so you'll witness this, you'll see this. All right, you'll see this here. All right, and it is it is just what it is. It's just what it is. All right, and so nobody that when I said there's an issue here with relationships when it comes to the Afro-Brazilian women, it didn't have anything to do with. They haven't lost all their femininity. They're not trying to be the man, right? But you can tell that the first wave entitlement phase has taken a hold here. And that's kind of the issue. So when you look at some of the issues here, a lot of men here, a lot of the Brazilian men have backed away from the Afro-Brazilian women. All right, and they backed away from them because of that entitlement thing. And that entitlement thing was what was brought down here that entitlement thing is what was brought down here after the Olympics. Okay, after the Olympics. It was the World Cup and then the Olympics, and it happened back to back. And then the West came and brought all kind of the garbage mentality to these women. Not only that, with all these people from all these countries with money coming in, I want y'all to understand this. With the money coming in from all these countries and these events, oh wow, these women are in Brazil, who are valued for their look. All right, yeah, that went to their heads. All right, the lockdowns sort of took the wind out of some of those sails, right? But the other thing is that carnival here, when we talk about carnival, people just fall over themselves when it comes to carnival, right? And I understand why. I really understand why. And part of the problem here is not that they are gorgeous. They are very beautiful, right? But there's issues that come with that. But the reason why it's still worth it to come here and try rather than stay in the United States, one, the laws. Hola. One, the laws, right? Two, the nature of the women. Okay, the nature of the women. And three, the availability of feminine women. All right. Now, while I argue that you have a few women in the United States, I am saying it's only a few that are yet still feminine, that realize that, oh wow, yeah, we kind of need the man. Here in Brazil, not too much of an issue. Okay, they understand this. Now the thing is with their choices, and one of the other things that I learned is part of the issue is the temporariness of the relationships between, you know, traveling men such as myself and traveling men such as myself and others, right? And so they wrestle with that. And a lot of times you find that unless a man makes a permanent move, like if I permanently decided to stay here as a single man, I could sew up a few honeys, all right, that would stay with me. All right, it would be that easy, because that's part of the issue here, right? They see us as temporary because, let's be honest, a lot of us coming here are really temporary. All right, they see me as more permanent only because I've been coming here year after year after year after year. But when I come here, I don't stay for a week and go. I stay for months. I'll leave for a few months, and then I'll come back here. I stay here half the year. All right, I stay here half the year. If I was ever to do something where I could stay here a full year, I would have no problem getting a woman. The marriage thing would be a problem, but getting a woman that wanted to live with you, it wouldn't be an issue. It would not be an issue. All right, and so this is kind of where things are here. All right, this is kind of where things are here. But these women here, even in a temporary situation, they are sultry. All right, they are sultry, impassioned, and they know how to really take care of a man here. All right. The problem is if they could get rid of the entitlement phase, and that entitlement phase pretty much only pertains to visitors. Oh, what's up, James? And what's up, Lawrence? Simplified Texas. Hey, Carl. Hey, David. I can't even see who else came in. And this is why I prefer to do lives on YouTube versus Facebook. Kind of easier to operate. But anyway, all right. I'm gonna show you what it looked like when it's done. Oh, and as y'all see, this was quick. Eu falo com eles, e essa foi mais rápido.
Foi mais rápido?
Yeah, você é rápido. Você é rápido. Nice. Okay. So how you think it looks, y'all? Look. Muito bem. Você quer irmãs?
Você tem irmãs?
Irmãs, yeah, irmãs.
3.
3? I'm like, ela tem 3. Ele não entendo. Oh, she got 3. Casar?
Uma não, 2 sim.
Okay. One's married though. The other 2 are single. Elas virem mesmo você? Você viu mais melhor? Ok, hey, mostra para ele. Ok.
Atrás.
Ok, moment. Ok.
Muito bom. Muito bom. Modelo.
Todo tempo muito bom, todo tempo. So, I just want to spit game here, and I wanted to shoot game here, so y'all can just really get an understanding. Here, from the time that I got here, I called, from the time that I got here, now that I'm leaving, right? When I go to Colombia, same. I don't have a problem taking care of myself. My clothes have been washed for free. All right, why? Because when you develop relationships, that's a good one. All right, there's a couple of things that's happened, and you know what? I think if I get back in time enough for this party that I've been invited to, I'll go live on YouTube. Okay, I'll go live on YouTube, and we'll talk about this. I'm gonna put this up on YouTube as well, but I'm gonna go live tonight on YouTube, or tomorrow night. Tomorrow night might be easier. All right, at 8 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock Central time, and we'll talk about this right? Because do not date black American men. Pretty much true. Now, here's my issue. Where I am is I'm not close to Rio right now. I am near the favelas. I am very near the favelas, right? And so basically, with me being near the favelas, everybody is this. All right. Hey, você viaja centro? Não, muito. Viaja muito centro. Muito.
No centro da cidade?
Centro da cidade, sim. Ok. But my... Huh?
Você nunca foi lá, não?
Eu fui.
Muito bom.
Eu ficar no centro. Agora eu fico centro. Fui ficar em Nova Iguaçu. Ok. But quando eu necessito viajar aqui mais para música, para outra, e eu gosto fica em centro, que centro mais rápido usar trem e metro. Like Nova Iguaçu, pode usar só o trem, e mais pessoas, mais, muito pessoas, e todo tempo, no movimento, and stuff. But mais pessoas e moram em Vila Aliança não viajam no centro.
Eu viajo muito. Tava em Arraial esse dia, já foi em Arraial? Arraial do Cabo.
Cabo?
Arraial do Cabo.
Okay.
Caribe brasileiro, tava lá.
So what we was talking about is a lot of women, a lot of people in Vila Aliança, in the favela. Now, she is an actual hairdresser, right? She is an actual hairdresser. So, não tem mais. Você gosta de mim? Não. Butterflies. Baixo. Baixo, Lina.
Meu Deus. Baixo, não. Olha a própria agora.
Okay. So what she was saying is a lot of people in Vila Aliança no viaja ao centro.
Não.
E tem namorada, mora em Helena. Ela toda viva, não viaja no centro.
Muita gente aqui não vai.
Preguiçoso.
Preguiça.
Many people here do not leave the area, and that's why if you want something that look like this, hold it. If you want something that look like this, you have to come way out here. But the problem is, especially at night, if you're not me, you'll probably get shot. Because they'll ask you, what are you doing out here? Well, maybe not shot. They'll be nice enough here to send you on your way. If you don't go on your way or don't understand what they're trying to tell you, you're kind of through. I'm going to just keep it real. But many people here do not leave the neighborhood. So if you become a part of the community, like I am, then the neighborhood here is kind of opened up to you. Tell her. Ele fala comigo. Ele preparando para a viagem aqui. Para mulheres aqui. Ele viu você, like, mulher, viu mesmo aqui? Sim, mais lindo aqui. Ele, like, eu preparado para a viagem. Hold on. Let's see. Hold it. Oh. Ele luta. Ele fala com ele. Por que você faz de mim mesmo aqui? Oh, Lord. Look. So there's plenty. Eu quero fazer vídeo sobre violência a mulher, para minha câmera profissional. Eu quero para porque eu falo com pessoas, violência é perigoso, mas pessoas mais lindas. Mais lindos, entendo? So kind of mais ou menos perigoso e lindo mesmo tempo, entendo? And so where hold up, here. See, y'all gonna have me speak. They are all here. Anywho. Here, you know what? Quem fazendo amanhã?
O que eu vou fazer amanhã?
Porque eu tenho presente para você.
Eu quero.
Eu esqueço que o movimento mais rápido. So, preparando para arrumar minha mochila, minhas malas para sair sábado. So, ele toma e fragrâncias para você. Ele pode dizer, no trem. So, amanhã amanhã também, eu pensando, eu comia a aliança. Eu quero para pessoas falar comigo sobre coisas mais bem em aliança.
Fala comigo pela mensagem. Pela mensagem, fala comigo que ainda para falar de Jesus.
Introduza para outra mulher, porque eu sabia todo homem. Eu sabia mais homem. So tomorrow. So what I'm going to do is we are going to start doing like a documentary of Villa Alianza. All right. And basically they are a rough representative of, her skin is smooth and stuff like that. But we're gonna do this documentary, and I'm gonna start doing a documentary on Villa Alianza and putting it together. All right, and I will present that. We're just gonna put music to it and stuff like that. So tomorrow I'm gonna walk with her around her space, the area. And que hora conjunto?
De tarde ou de manhã?
Amanhã.
De tarde, melhor. 2 horas.
Tarde, 2 horas. 2 horas. Tá bom.
Tá bom, 2 horas?
Sim. Eu não estou fazendo nada.
Eu também.
Eu preparando para a volta.
2 horas.
2 horas.
Eu na mensagem.
So, eu mando sua mensagem.
Você busca de moto.
Busca de moto, sim. Ok. Ok. Tá bom. All right. So tomorrow, she is going to pick me up on her motorcycle. Oh, okay. Moment. Hold it. Okay. She's leaving. The band is practicing. And there is a song that I'm gonna learn on the keyboard, because we're gonna put the regular band together with a band. Okay, and the band with the equipment here. All right, and so that's what we're going to work on. I need to bring a bass here. I have a bass to bring, but I'm going to see if it's just cheaper to buy one here. But I'm going to wait to get the money to buy the bass here. I'm going to just see what it is, how much it is, right? So this room right here, show y'all around real quick. So this is my music room. This room is for the children. That's one of the teachers. There's your light scan for you.
So with all of that said, I had to cut some of it because a lot of the children got into the film. But with all of that said, your chances are still better at finding quality in Brazil. And notice that I say chance and probability, because I don't believe in absolute zero. But I understand probability. And I'm just saying things look better in Brazil than they do in the U.S. for a good man that got his stuff together. I mean, look at the joy that black women had, and we're talking about a multitude of them, that a man died that was trying to put them on game, how to get, instead of seeking the 1%, try out the dudes that actually want to be fathers and stuff, that actually want wives. But they was glad and rejoiced that man passed. It's a sad day in America for those who can't leave. But like I said, we do have options, and quiet as it's kept, a lot of the options are traveling to the U.S. So, brother, we got to have our finances in order, have our stuff together, and we may have a chance at this. All right, in the U.S., since they're bringing so many into the U.S. So, with that said, I'm out. And let me know what you think about the conversation in the comment section. And let me know what you think about the job she did. All right. A lot of people like the job that she did here. All right. So with that said, I'm out.